how sweet it is. I don't have it today. To be loved by you. What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy pal, HeyArcher. Welcome back to look at this hot mess express. HeyArcher live on this Thursday evening on Nerd Affiliated. I'm happy to be here. It's funny. I have that Fall Out Boy song stuck in my head. Was it? Da-na-na-na-na. Why are you gonna be here? I guess. I don't know. That's what's in my head. I thought be here. Whatever. Anyway, welcome to HeyArcher Live, your weekly nerdy show where we do that. Sit back, pour yourself a nice cold one, nerd out, talk movies, talk trailers, play some games, all that fun stuff. So at the very minimum, pour yourself just a little bit of, I said, pour yourself just a little.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey.
Yes. So today we have Senor Ramble himself, Anthony, in the house. We're talking Hawkeye. We'll try to not spoil today's episode. So we'll talk some Hawkeye. We'll talk Ghostbusters without spoilers. And we will talk The Matrix, because I feel like nobody's talking about The Matrix. But of course, if you guys want to talk about something else, let me know in the comments. If you got a YouTube channel, you got a podcast, you got a website, you got a blog, all that fun stuff, put it in the chat. Support one another. Sal, good to see you. Got a little something special in my HeyArcher tin cup. There you go, sir. And as they say, without further ado, let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend himself. Anthony, good to hear you.
Well, you can see me. It's good to see you.
I can see you. Someday Anthony will be on camera, and I think we should do that thing where like you're on camera but nobody knows it's you.
Oh, you like put me in silhouette and give me the arrow voice modulator.
Oh, that'd be cool, actually. Voice modulate it. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
We can do that.
Yeah. I think I actually have.
I don't have a.
I have one.
Sorry. Ooh. All right. Well, I know what we're doing next time you come down.
It was acquired, I think, after a sorry, I put some music on. It was acquired after, let's see, here we go. Everybody let me know if it's too loud. Let me know how that volume is. It was acquired after the season end of like Halloween. I went to Party City. Mm-hmm. They had it for like $5, and I was like, I need this.
Yeah, that's all. The best deals come out obviously after the holiday. Mm-hmm. So that's where you and like in oh wow, why am I The Nightmare Before Christmas? I was blanking again. You start planning for next Halloween on November 1st.
Yes.
So you plan for accordingly. So I did. No shame in that.
I did. And it's funny. I haven't actually done that in like, I want to say 2 years. I've not gone to do like a post Halloween like shopping spree. I don't know why. I've just been so into the toy hunting. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you.
That's why.
Yeah.
Mr. Waller, how are you?
Yeah. The living legend himself. So speaking of Halloween and all that kind of stuff, you recently did a review. I'm starting to recollect. Would you like to let the audience know what it was you just reviewed?
I reviewed a little film called Ghostbusters Afterlife for Rambling Nerd.
There you go.
It's a subsidiary of Nerd Affiliated.
Exactly. And it's funny. I was telling Joel he needs to go see the movie. And by the way, everybody in the chat, let me know how the music is, because it's louder in my head that I'm pretty sure it's coming out in volume. But I was telling him that he would love the movie, I think. but I feel like I've already seen it because I edited your review and had to, watch it so many times. But I still think this surprisingly may be the movie that gets me back in the theater. I think it might happen.
Okay. Not going to be far from home at all.
We talked about that.
I know, but I mean, you've seen more of the. I'm assuming you're watching all the trailers and stuff. I don't know if there's anything that's coming out that made you all excited for it.
So actually, I thought today we could watch a Spider-Man trailer, but to the video game. And unrelated. I know it's kind of unrelated, but the trailers have done nothing for me. All the Doctor Strange trailers, the leaks, the press conferences, all that stuff, for some odd reason, I'm kind of over Spider-Man.
Huh.
I don't know why.
Maybe you're just over his version of Spider-Man, which is, it's valid.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, the music's like going all kinds of crazy in my ear. So I'm trying to change out how it's playing. But did the trailers at all get you excited, or you were already excited anyway? Like it didn't really matter.
Are we talking about for Spider-Man or Ghostbusters?
Spider-Man. You can actually talk about Ghostbusters too if you want.
Well, I mean, the only trailer I saw, the first trailer where nothing's explicitly shown, and you see the one pumpkin bomb, you hear an echoey laugh, stuff like that. Like that got me interested. The thing is, I'm kind of like you, I guess. I'm not necessarily interested in his Spider-Man because I feel like they aren't doing a good job, but I'm interested in the idea that they might open it up like the multiverse with this movie. So that potential is kind of what's drawing me into it. And now, I think I told you I've seen on Instagram or whatever, and I already knew they were in it, but I saw a shot of Willem Dafoe, Jamie Foxx, and Alfred Molina, sitting, I guess, doing an interview. So I am curious to see how they bring them all back. It has to tie in somehow, some way. So that curiosity, more so than saying, oh, I need to see this Peter Parker go on another adventure, is drawing me in. So, yeah.
You know what I think? I think the other part of that, because I agree, that was most of my intrigue originally, was like, how do they tie it all in? I'm curious. I'm curious to see if they tie it into Loki at all, because it seems like prior to Loki finishing, we all knew the Multiverse of Madness was a thing. I don't think we had a trailer to Spider-Man, but I think the assumption was that movie would have something to do with going to different dimensions. But after Loki finished and seeing how that created the multiverse, essentially, because chronologically that came out first, so I would assume that's what created the multiverse. But then in the trailers to this, they make it seem like Spider-Man somehow created that when they messed up doing the incantation. So I am more intrigued to see if they link those two together and how they explain that.
Well, you got to remember, at the in Loki, did they just call it the end of time, or was there a special name for this? The Citadel, right? Whatever it was. Anyway,
but it was at the end of time.
It was at the end of time, but you also got the impression that it's happening. It could be at any point in time. So maybe for our viewing purposes, Loki is the quote unquote first event that kicked it all off, but it's happening simultaneously with other events, whatever Peter Parker does to screw up the spell in this movie, depending on the timelines, because the shows jump all over the map. It could some big moment where he's screwing up the spell can be where Wanda comes into her own as the Scarlet Witch. Maybe there's kind of like Sal said for the Snap, there's the Nexus events, and it's not just it's not no, I completely lost my train of thought. Help.
You're saying that it's not that everything happens at the same time necessarily, because the Loki event happens technically at the very end. of time.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just saying, like, maybe they all, like, it'd be interesting. Maybe they all, like, those 3 moments tie into one another somehow. Like, depending. But again, we don't know how long. Like, I don't even remember at this point how long after Endgame they said WandaVision occurred, and who knows how long Far From Home is going to be, and then Loki. Again, Loki doesn't matter because Loki
Is out of
technically
time.
doesn't even follow. It's not even the Loki we knew at Endgame. So,
True.
But
I'm afraid that they're making it like I'm afraid that what they did was they titled the movie, and then they titled it long time ago. Things changed, and they're like, well, we're committed to this because we titled it this, and they're going to try to force that storyline in order to somehow, again, not necessarily make it make sense, but stick to maybe what the original plan was, even though things have changed since then.
maybe, but they're not afraid to change their plans because I mean they had announced like an Inhuman movie, and all this other stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I hope it's just like the end of the bait and switch or the subverting of expectations that we've been getting from these guys of late. You know what I mean?
Anytime
Like-
I hear subvert expectations, I get PTSD on Last Jedi.
Yeah. I was flashing back to it. I'm fighting myself not to go on a ramble against that movie or Force Awakens, which I kind of did. I apologize, by the way, because I went down that rabbit hole a little bit in my my ramble review. But,
No, I think that was applicable actually. And just to answer that question that you and Sal were kind of talking about, Resurrections is on same day. So we actually,
okay.
yeah, we have that benefit. But Aaron had mentioned it a couple weeks ago in the chat. I think this is the last one. This is the last dual release movie we're gonna have, which kind of sucks. Yeah, December 22nd.
I mean, yeah, it does suck, but I mean, they made that deal with the theaters to try to get people back in there. Because I mean, I'm not mad about it because otherwise the theaters will die.
Yeah.
And I like going to the theater still. Like like I said in my review, that was the best way to see Ghostbusters after all that time. Like that was really cool to see it in theaters and everything, and in IMAX no less. But like I say, as long like you and I think have talked about this before, as long as it's not like, okay, now Spider-Man's going to come to Disney Plus, but now you still have to pay extra for it. Like all that stuff. Like, no, I'm paying you enough money when you finally want to do it, or when you say to yourself, oh, it's not really doing that well in theaters, let's yank it. I'm not paying you an extra dime to watch this movie on a subscription platform that I'm already paying for. You know what I mean?
So you're fine kind of with the way they did Shang-Chi. Like Shang-Chi was just like 2 months later, it was already on, or sorry, 3 months later, it was on Disney Plus. Like you're more okay with like that route of things.
Yeah, because if it's important enough to me or to a fan, you're gonna want to go see it. Like I ran out and saw Black Widow. I ran out and saw Ghostbusters Afterlife.
You left your house to go see Black Widow?
Black Widow was the first movie I had seen since this whole mess started. That whole
Wow.
P word that I don't think we can say. Will we get pulled for that too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So that thing.
I can't believe. I'm sorry you did that.
I was desperate to, I mean, I am too in hindsight, but I wanted to get the hell out of that. I wanted to see it. It's like I needed to do something. And I mean, hey, listen, at least it gave us a lot to talk about because and I believe, I think, I'm sorry, I can't remember which Sal or Aaron said it, or both of them said the same thing, where it was like, at least now jumping around, Hawkeye is reminding us, oh yeah, hey, he's actually just a human being and he's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Hawkeye's
Josh
doing
saying?
it right.
Josh, you're out of your element.
Nice callback to one of your favorite movies.
Oh yeah. I'm really sad that there's no Lebowski Fest anymore. The guys who run that was always fun, and they've just disappeared.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, let's watch this trailer. Actually, it's funny. You know what? Josh is actually not out of his element on this one because the first person I saw to play the Spider-Man game, I think, was Josh. He had it or has it for PlayStation. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how this Miles Morales Ultimate Edition trailer looks. I don't know if this is a new game or if it's just the expansion to the original. So, or I'm kind of just, at this point, I'm just looking for something to get me excited for Spider-Man. That's really what I'm fishing for on this one. Let's see if YouTube pulls it. Oh, I think they actually did.
Wow, before.
Yeah, I think they're doing that thing again where it won't even let me play it.
Jeez. Big Brother is out there.
Yep. Well, there goes that idea. Yeah. They screwed me over.
Boo!
Oh, there goes that. You know what? I will not be excited for Spider-Man then.
Well,
there we go.
On the show, you won't be excited. Maybe if you watch it after the show, you'll get excited.
Sorry, it's like echoing right now.
Any better? I'm afraid to talk. I don't want to deafen you.
Can you guys hear that? Wait, 1 second. I'm getting like the illest echo in my headphones right now. Like it's looping, right? You guys do hear that? All right. What? I might have to exit the stream and start it over again. That's wild. Tech difficulties happen. This is a new one this far into the stream. All right, I'll exit the stream and I'll start back a new stream. Intense. All right, we'll be back, everybody.